Okay, so welcome to the favorite Pokemon picker. If you want a quick explanation of this, it's pretty simple. Here, across the top, you have all your types. You also have favorite starter, favorite gimmick form, favorite legend, and then favorite of your row on the of your column. Here we have Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you can pick the best out of each normal type, fire type, water type, grass type, etc. And we have a couple of different ones at the bottom here that we can pick as well, which we'll save to the end. So without further ado, let's get started. Normal type Gen 1. Okay, of course they have the dual types here, and I believe this one is updated so that fairy types belong where they're supposed to be, so not gonna have Clefairy in here because Clefairy is a fairy type purely. Okay. Okay. I mean, I could say Snorlax because I have a shitload of Snorlax stuff. And in fact, I will. It's Snorlax. It's always going to be Snorlax. Gen 1 Fire type. Okay. Out of all of these, Arcanine. I love the dog. Fire dog's so good. Water types. Now, this is where it gets kind of hard for me. Because there's just so many. Like, look how many water types there are in this game. I always pick Squirtle as a starter. But I also have deep love for Lapras, but I know Lapras is also an ice type, so I might save it for that. As a water type, I'd actually probably say Wartortle. I love its design. And I know Blastoise is obviously more powerful, but, you know, favorite water type, definitely Wartortle. Grass. What? I'm trying to think of, like, what I used to like. I like Oddish. There's something really cute about Oddish. It's just so gentle and nice. Oddish, 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 Oddish. Electric, it's Raichu. Don't even fight me. Ice type. Yeah, ice type. I would normally go with, like, Articuno, but, you know, Lapras genuinely is my favorite ice type Pokemon. Not my favorite water type. It's my favorite ice type, though. Fighting. Fighting's easy. Always actually have loved Hitmonchan. I love Hitmonchan's abilities. I love the fact it can use all the elemental punches. It's just an all-around cool Pokemon. Really love that one. So many poison types. Nidoking. Not even second guessing that Nidoking. It has to be Nidoking. Cause that thing is just such a beast. Ground type. This one's a bit harder for me. Just looking at the poison ones again. Ground type. Cubone. Cubone. Again, cute. Cubone, bow, bow, Cubone, Cubone! Flying. This one's actually a bit easy for me because, it's Fearow. I really like Fearow. It had really good attack. And my favorite, flying move was Drill Peck. So out of all of them, Fearow, actually, for Gen 1, for sure. Psychic. Yeah, if I actually had to pick one, Jinx. I thought Jinx was cool. I thought she was, like, really hypnotic. And I would normally do, like, Kadabra, but I kind of always overuse Kadabra, but I really like Jinx because it had that dual ice type going on. I actually really like ice types. I know they generally suck, but I love ice types. They're so cool. Bug? Scyther. 100% Scyther. Blades for hands? Come on. Rock. Again, blades for hands. It's Kabuto. I like blades for hands. I can't help it. Ghost type, Gen 1. Well, Haunter. I like Haunter more than I like Gengar, more than I like Ghastly, because it's got the hands, it still kind of looks like a ghost, and it's got the funnier thing. Dragon, Dragonair. I don't like Dragonite. I know everyone's like, oh, cool, cute dragon. I don't like it. I'm really particular when it comes to dragon designs, and Dragonite has never done anything for me, but I absolutely love Dragonair. I love Dragonair's design so much. Just a sleek little worm. Gorgeous. This one made me laugh when I saw it, because there are no dark types in Gen 1, but we have Missigno. We have the ghost from the tower. We have the fossil of a Aerodactyl, the fossil of Kabutops, a substitute, and I think this is bee glitch. There's another glitch that you can get that looks like this, but I'm gonna go with Missigno because why not? It's Missigno. That thing formed a lot of my childhood. Steel type, Magnemite. Fairy type, Wigglytuff. I like it. Looks like a bunny. Favorite starter? I include Pikachu and Eevee from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Starter? Yeah, it would have to be Blastoise. The fully evolved one. Blastoise. Even though it's not my favorite water type in Gen 1, it's still my favorite starter. Gimmick form. These are Megas and Gigantamax. Now, confession, I have not actually ever played X and Y, so, or any of like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or whatever the hell it is. And the only thing I know about Mega Evolutions is actually from Pokemon Go. So I'm familiar with them, but I've never really actually used them, so forgive me for that. Gigantamax, I definitely did because I love Gigantamax. And I am going to go with my favorite form being Gigantamax Lapras. The Snorlax is pretty cool, but I love that Lapras actually got some love, and it has music notes floating around it. Which, if you know Lapras, it's a singing Pokemon, so I thought that was excellent. I thought it was really cool. Legend. Articuno. I always thought Articuno was really cool, and I'm actually starting to realize why. It's because they were all ice types, and that's how I defeated Lance. So that's actually, I think, where my ice type love comes from. It's because I needed something to kick Lance's ass. That makes a ton of sense now that I think about it. Wow. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. So, favorite Gen 1? Raichu. Don't fight me. I'm not even gonna go into it. Raichu. It's always Raichu. Okay, so Gen 2, which is gonna be the hardest one for me because if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know that I love Gen 2. After everything we've been through, yeah, Miltank's my favorite. In all honesty, it's a beast. It's an absolute beast. It's got really high attack and pretty good speed. So if you get that thing going and it can heal itself, it's gonna kick your ass. It's gonna hurt you very badly. So yeah, no, I'm actually gonna say Miltank. Miltank is 100% my favorite. I think it was before I even started playing with the Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Fire! Hound, oh, I'll save you. I'll save you, because Houndoom is gonna end up on this list, but it's gonna end up on, ooh. Oh yeah, see, this is, I'm already having a problem. Okay, we're gonna put, ooh, no, okay. Houndoom for favorite fire type, and we'll go along the list, otherwise. Because I did actually use it mainly for fire. Oh, my beloved Feraligatr! My beloved! I love Feraligatr. My #1 starter is Feraligatr, and that's all time, I swear to God. In fact, I'm actually gonna just straight up put it right there, because I love Feraligatr so much. Grass type? Actually, Blossom. I love Blossom. I think Blossom is an absolute cutie. It kind of fits with me loving Gloom as well. I think it having Petal Dance and things like that just make a lot of sense. I love that its ability is Healer, because it heals the rest of the party. It's just a wonderful support Pokemon. Absolutely beautiful. Electric. Androids dream of electric sheep, and so do I. It's gonna be Ampharos. It has to be. I love Ampharos so much. Yeah. Ice type. I will put Sneasel. I'm not a big fan of the Swinub Piloswine line myself. I never really used it, and Delibird is just absolutely useless. I like Delibird, but no. Fighting type. Well, it's not these two, because I actually hate them. It's definitely Heracross. I didn't really realize how good Heracross was until recently. And by recently, I mean like the last 5 years. But wow, Heracross is good. Really, really good. Poison type. Yeah, poison type, we'll go with Quillfish, actually. No. No, Crobat. Crobat for sure. Crobat's amazing. I did love the Zubat Golbat line, and then when Crobat came in and found out it was a happiness evolution, that was actually quite cool. I like that a lot. Ground type. Probably gonna disappoint a lot of people, but honestly, Glycer. Flying ground? I like flying Pokemon, and then having one that was immune to electricity at the time was really cool, and I like this derpy little bugger with his tongue sticking out. He's always really funny. Flying type. Xatu. I've grown up in the Pacific Northwest, and if you know a lot about that, we have a ton of native culture, of course, and the way it looks like a totem pole item is what I really love about it, and that's always kind of stuck with me when it spreads its wings out. It looks like it belongs on top of a totem, and so that always stuck with me over the years. So yeah, Xatu's actually really cool. I love Xatu. Psychic! Oh, I could pick any one of the unknowns, except I'm gonna pick Girafarig. It's a push me pull you! What's not cool about that? I love push me pull you, and I love Girafarig. Bug type. Yes, Scizor. If you didn't think I was gonna pick that, you're wrong, because Scyther's amazing, and Scizor is even cooler. I love the glow up it got in Scarlet and Violet, where you can actually see its metallic sheen. Oh, so good. Rock type. Sudowoodo! Because who doesn't love Sudowoodo? Ghost type. Well, I don't like Misdreavus, but it's the only one available. And Kingdra's actually really friggin' cool. I remember playing Gold and Silver for the first time, and coming across Claire's Kingdra and being absolutely stuck, because at the time it came out, it didn't have any weaknesses. It was completely neutral. So the only thing it was weak to, actually, sorry, I apologize, was Dragon. And good luck having a Dragon move at that point that actually worked. So yeah, it was a pain. Oh, it was a pain. Dark type? T-Tar. 100% T-Tar. Dark is my favorite type, I think I have to say. Dark makes me happy. Tyranitar makes me happy. Houndoom makes me happy. Weavile makes me happy. All the dark types make me happy. So having dark types around makes me very happy. And dark's really cool because you can have dark everything. You can have dark flying, you can have dark fire, you can have dark water, you can have dark steel. You can have dark everything. It's so good. Steel Pokemon? Skarmory. Why didn't I put this in flying? Because I like Xatu. Skarmory was really cool for me and introduced me on how to breed Pokemon. What I would do in Gold and Silver is I would take a female Skarmory and a male Fearow that I've been raising and breed them. And that was the best way to get Drill Peck at the time on a Skarmory. Because the only flying move it had that was strong enough was Wing Attack. So getting Drill Peck... Oh yeah, we're tier listing, baby. Getting Drill Peck on a Skarmory meant you had a murderer. Because it resisted a bunch of stuff, being Steel, and it had the strongest flying move at that point, and it was also, like, Steel type. Murder Bird. I love Murder Bird. So yeah, that's what kind of got me into Pokemon breeding, and that was my first example of actually min-maxing, was doing that for a Skarmory. Fairy types from this gen? Snubble. Why? Because it's extremely cute. Snubble. Snubble. Look how cute that thing is. It's gonna bite your face off. We already picked our starter. It's for Alligator. Favorite gimmick form? Again, I've really gotten into the ones in Go, and so I have a lot of these. If I was to pick a Mega Evolution that I love the most, it's definitely T-Tars. Because I love how many spines it has. It just gets extra. And I do love the Ampharos one, but honestly, I really love the T-Tar one. Legend. Favorite legend? Lugia. I always thought it was cool. I don't know why. It's got the worst moves ever, but damn it, it looks cool. So, that's why we picked that one. Luigi! Yeah, I always named it Luigi. Favorite from Gen 2. Now, this is where my heart is breaking, because I want to put all of them. But if I had to pick based on things like plushies or things that I use all the time, it's between Houndoom, Feraligatr, and T-Tar. And Scizor. Damn it. Because I just looked at my desk. I looked at my desk! I literally have a Scizor, a Houndoom, and a T-Tar plushie on my desk? Ah! Well, I'm gonna go with Feraligatr because that plushie is much bigger and it has posable arms. So there we go. Feraligatr is my favorite from Gen 2. It always has been, it always will be. Okay, but if I had to pick them, I would not really be able to choose between Houndoom, Feraligatr, Ampharos, Scizor, Tyranitar, and Skarmory. That's my dream team. That's actually my team. Team number 3, Gen 3. So this is where it's gonna get a kind of harder for me because as we go on, I have played up to Gen 4. I've seen playthroughs of Gen 5, and then 6 and 7 I've never actually touched myself, but I do know Pokemon from them, so it's gonna get a little fishy. And then when we get to 8 or 9, I have played those games in full. Normal type. Oh, Zigzagoon. I love Zigzagoon. I name him Stardust every time I catch one. And, he can do False Swipe, he can do Thunder Wave, so whenever I use him, he's my go-to catching Pokemon. So I used one in Scarlet Violet, actually, for that purpose. And because it had immunity, anytime it would get poisoned, it wouldn't work. So it really worked for catching a lot of stuff. Zigzagoon, absolutely love it. Fire type? Camera. It's Camel. What do you want? It's actually tied between Camerupt and Torkoal. I like camera up better because I think it's got a cute face. Water type. Okay. Based on water... Yeah, actually, I will go with Swampert. I like Swampert. It's not the meme. I actually do genuinely like Swampert. Groundwater is very good. It has a quad weakness to grass, yes, but grass also gets ice punched, so... so it's not so bad of a problem. Swampert's really cool. Grass type. Ah! Fruit Plane, my beloved! It's horrible! It has bad stats. But it's a fucking dinosaur with banana neck. That should answer all your questions. Electric. This is depressing. I fucking hate this. These are the worst Pokemon. I hate these two. I hate Manectric. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. These two are idiots. Plusle and Minun. And this is just a weird dog. But since I have to choose one, I'll go Plusle. Ice type. Snorunt. A little cutie. He shiver. Fighting type. Definitely Breloom. 100% Breloom. Like, I'd pick it for grass, but I prefer for grass to use him. For fighting. Oh, this little mushroom bastard. I love him. Can also learn False Swipe. Can also learn Spore, which makes it amazing. Poison type. I like Gulpin. It's a tiny little babby with big mouth. What's not to love? He's a little cutie pie. Ground type? Ground type. Trapinch. Again. Little cutie. Big mouth. Very slow. Will eat you. Flying. Flying type? Mouth. Let's see. I might be weird here and go Rayquaza. And I guess the reason for that is I don't think he's my favorite dragon type, but he's definitely my favorite flying type out of all of these. Like, I don't like Pelipper that much. Actually, I want to save that one for Bug. I might have to come back and adjust this. I'm putting Rayquaza there for now. Psychic type. I know we've got Dark Lugia, but because I haven't played that game, I'm not using it. Out of all of these, as a psychic type, Grumpig. Because it's a pig. It's cute. I love it. You notice I'm really going for cute things here. Bug type. Actually, bug type, Armaldo. I think he's really cool. Bug Rock is really nice. It's very defensive, but he's also got a good attack. And he's just kind of cool. I like fossil Pokemon. And of course, Blades for hands. For Rock, I'm actually gonna go with Relicanth. I love the idea of this ancient fish that we all thought was extinct being found randomly off the coast of an island. And Relicanth is pretty cool. When it has Rock Head, it just will murder you, and it won't take any damage for it. So yeah, no, love Relicanth. I think this love really comes from playing the max raids in Pokemon Sword. Because anytime I get a Relicanth, I just murder things. It's great. I'd love a shiny one day. Ghost type? No, we're gonna go with Shed Ninja. Why not? It's literally a dead bug. And this gimmick makes me laugh every single time, even if it fails, it just makes me laugh. I love it. Dragon type. For dragon, I'm going with Latios. I love Latios. I guess I always have. I don't know why. I like jet planes, and it go fast. So, Latios. Dark type. Pretty good dark types in here. I'm gonna go with Crawdon. It punches. It's a crawdad. It's a dark, evil crawdad. What's not to love about this thing? I love this thing so much. Steel type? Jirachi. Good. Actually, no. I'm taking that back, actually. Aggron. Aggron is a steel type. Very cool. Jirachi is steel psychic. Yeah. No one seems to realize that, but it's actually steel psychic. Which made it really good because I think still at the time steel was immune to ghost, maybe? But yeah, it's steel psychic. For fairy, I'm going with Mawile because it's a giant trap. That makes me laugh. Starter, I heard you like Mudkip. Gimmick form. So we got all Mega Evolutions here. Which one's my favorite? You know what, actually? Fucking Buff Swampert makes me laugh every single time I see it. Like, it's just beefy. This to me, is what Mega Evolution is all about. It's beef, right? It got swole. It didn't just change position, or it didn't just get wings. It got swole. And it's gonna punch you in the face. That's why I love it. For legendary, I'm gonna go Jirachi. I actually really like Jirachi as a legendary. The Jirachi movie is actually one of my favorite Pokemon movies. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's really cute. Favorite out of Gen 3. Oh, it's a hard one. If I think about what I might have on my dream team, Latios. I think Latios is my favorite out of Gen 3, for sure. Like, I'm looking at them, and every time I look at Latios, I just go, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. That's cool. So, yeah, it's Latios. It's definitely Latios. Gen 4. This one should be pretty good. I do know enough about Gen 4 that I can definitely make my decisions on this. Let's see. Normal type. Not this fucking monkey. Hate the monkey. Not picking the monkey. Honestly, I'd probably go with... I'm gonna go with Munchlax. Because he's Snorlax's little brother. Fire type? Ugh. I'm actually gonna go with Heatran. I know it's severely lacking in Gen 4, right? And that's why Platinum was so good, because it added a whole bunch of fire ones back. But if I have to go with the ones that were just new to Gen 4, it's gonna be Heatran. I actually bred one and used one for a bunch of those raids in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. I can't remember what Pokemon it was for, but Heatran was a beast when it came to killing that thing. I can't remember what it was, but it was really, really good. So I really like it. I didn't realize it was such a special beast. So yeah, Heatran for sure. Water type Gen 4? Ooh. Oh, Floatzel. Love. Actually, no. Ooh. Do I want Weasel or Floatzel? Floatzel. I love Floatzel. Such a cool Pokemon. I love the fast water otter. Grass type? If I were to think about a grass type I might actually use, and that I like the most. It's definitely Tortmagort. Yep, it's definitely Torterra. Torterra, I think, was my favorite grass starter up until Gen 9. So Torts gets a good place there. Electric type. Evil Kitty. Evil Kitty. No. Rotom. I just like the little silly guy. And I like the original silly guy. What did Kitty do? Do you not know? That cat is evil. That cat deserves to die. We don't like that cat here. I think it was in my previous Pokemon Infinite Fusion run. There was something about that fucking cat kept showing up and driving me insane. Like, it became a whole thing. Luxray's okay IRL, but it just became a whole thing in when I was playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. But I like Rotom. I think he's a nutty little guy, and I like his original form, so yeah. Ice type, Frostlass, hands down. Love Snorunt, love Frostlass even more. I absolutely love what she represents. Right! That was it! My very first random run, every single goddamn fossil was a fucking Shinx. That's what it was, and I was getting really mad. Thank you. Thank you, Sasquatch. Now I remember. Thank you. Oh my god. Good times. Fighting, I'm gonna go with Toxicroak. Fighting, poison, yeah, quad weak to psychic, but wow, it can really murder things, and I kinda like the badass little dude. He's fun. Actually, you know what? I like Krogunk more. I think he's kinda funny. I like the way he saunters around. Ooh, poison type. Ooh. I need to look at dark, actually. Oh yeah, okay. Poison type, Skuntank. I love that its tail. Yeah, Skunk's real cool. I love its tail. I love the fact it can do flamethrower. And it makes me laugh that all the attacks come out of its tail and not its butt. Like, uh-huh. Yeah, okay, sure. It shoots flames at its tail and not its ass. I believe you. Ground type. Gliscor. I got Gligar up here. Gliscor is just as cool and even more badass. Like, this thing murders! It'll wipe out your entire family. I remember when I found the alpha one in Legends Arceus and I screamed because it tried to kill me multiple times. So yeah, I love Gliscor. For flying type? Ooh, this one's a tough one, actually. I didn't think it would be this tough. You know what? I actually kind of like Sky form. Nah, I changed my mind. This one's really hard. You know what? I actually do like Staraptor. It's an emo motherfucker, but it hits like a tank. So, yeah. Staraptor is probably the best flying Pokemon you can catch since, for me, since, Fearow. So it took 4 generations to find a better one. Psychic. I actually quite like Bronzong. I think that one's a good one. I'm not really convinced about any of them, to be completely honest. Actually, no. I'm going for the cute one. I'm going for Chingling. Because Chingling is very cute. Oh, favorite bug. We do have... But we're going for Yanmega. Yanmega's a beast. Oh my god. This thing is ridiculously good. Yanmega, I love Yanmega. I hadn't actually even started using it until recently, and my god, this thing murders people. It's amazing. Give it speed boost and let it go is just crazy. Holy cow. Rock type. I hate all of them. But I'd have to say Cranidos is probably the cutest one. Ghost. This is where it gets tricky for me. I really like Drifblim. I think it's a fun Pokemon to use. I like its defenses. Dusk Noir is fun as hell to use. I think Dusknoir. Yeah, I like Dusknoir. Dragon type. This is where it gets fun. Yeah, I'd have to say Dialga. It's a tie. The Garchomp's cool and all, but I really like Dialga and I really like Giratina. In fact, actually, I love Serpentine form Giratina. That's probably... I'd probably use that all the time. Dark type? Honchkrow. It's a Mafia boss. It's really good at what it does. It's an amazing special attacker, actually. And it's beefy as all hell. Love it. Steel type. We're gonna go with Magnezone. I love Magnezone. I think Magnezone is amazing. It's wickedly fast. It's got really good abilities. And yeah, it can take hits and dish them out. Absolutely love it. Fairy type Togekiss, hands down. Favorite starter? Torterra. 100%. Gimmick form? So what Mega Evolution do I like the most? None of them. But I'm going for Abomasnow just because it looks like a giant puff. Look at this thing. It's just really angry. It just put its front feet down and puffed up like a kitten. Like, oh, I'll make myself look big. Favorite legendary from Gen 2, Gen 4, sorry, which is literally all of them, Dialga. It's Dialga. Arceus is fun and all, but Dialga is a bastard, and I love him. And I never cared about Darkrai and Cresselia, because I never reached those parts of the game. Manaphy and Fion make no sense to me. The Reggies, I have never liked a single Reggie, and I'm gonna say that right now. And these three Psychics are just kind of lame. There were too many legendaries. The only other one that could take it is Little Hedgehog Dude, which I can't remember the name of right now. But I'm gonna go with Dialga, because I would use Dialga all the time. So favorite out of Gen 4. There are quite a few here that I do love. And I use them all the time. Shaman, thank you. I do use these all the time. But it's gonna be Torterra. I love Torterra, and if I could have a pet Torterra, that would be amazing. That was actually one of my favorite parts of the Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu. When the Torterra appeared, I was actually sitting in those seats that have the 4D shit, and they moved all over the place, and that was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. Love Torterra. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get kinda weird for me, because these are the games I didn't really play. Gen 5, normal types. We are not counting anything from the movies, that's stupid. Let's see. Lots of deer, a Bouffalon. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go for Lillipup. Cause Lillipup not only is cute, But if you start the game with pickup and get 5 of them, you're just gonna be swimming in items. So why not, right? And it's a puppy. Fire type. Oh, this is gonna get hard for me. So many fire types. So many dual type fire types. I'm gonna with Tepig. Tepig is cute. I know you want me to say Ambor. I know you're obsessed with the pig. I'm picking Tepig, okay? Water type. Ooh, there's some decent ones here. I really like Samurott. I'm not gonna lie, Samurott's really fucking cool. And I love how it's a set. You don't have to, I know he's the best. Well, that's nice. This is my channel. Get your own channel. You can do this. Grass type? Oh, this is so hard. Well, it's not the gates of hell. There's a lot of ones here that I would count in other places. So I'm actually gonna go with Superior. I know a lot of people shit on it, apparently, when it came out. But I think it's perfectly serviceable as a Pokemon. And it just looks cool. It's a fucking snake. What do you want? Snakes are cool. Electric type. Zebstrika. It's a zebra. It's an electric zebra. That's cool. I love that. Gotta go fast. Run. Electric. It's so cool. I love Zebstrika. Ice type. Okay. They all suck. So I'm gonna pick Kyurem. Because at least that one's a dragon. I don't like those. I don't like the stupid ice cream cone. The bears are okay. And this is a snowflake. So I'm gonna pick Kyurem. Okay, fighting type. Favorite fighting type. A dude. Pants. No, that's actually not my favorite fighting. If I was gonna go for actual fighting type moves, okay, it's Emboar. Emboar is a really good fighting type Pokemon. And it's probably the only fire fighting type that I actually like. So, it's Emboar. Bug type. Poison type. You know what? I love Scolipede. This is also a horse. I don't care what you say. Oh, it's a bug. It's got many legs. This is a horse. It's a very dangerous horse. And it will run you over. I love Scolipede. Ground type? Ooh, shit. This is where it gets really hard. Actually, I'm lying. I fucking love Golurk. Horsefly? It is a horsefly, yeah. Flying type. I don't care what people think of me. It's a Molga. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a Molga. I kind of like Pikachu knockoffs. I like how every single generation has to have an electric mouse in some way, and it's a flying squirrel. That's really cool. Electric flying is always one of the best types. So, yeah, having that said, absolutely it's a Molga for me. Psychic type? They're very good psychic types in this, I will say that. My personal favorite is Sigilyph. I didn't realize how good Sigilyph was until I started using one, especially in things like Pokemon Sword Max Raids and Pokemon Scarlet Violet, I think it is. I think you can use one, I don't know. But when I started using one, damn, it's good. It's good at what it does. It's crazy good. And while I do like the design, especially of Reuniclus, it's just not my favorite. Plus, this kind of fits in almost with the native theme that I had with Xatu, actually. Again, it seems like something that should be on a totem pole, and that's really cool to me. So that's another reason why I love it. Bug types. Gen 5 has so many good bug types. Oh my god. Gen 5 has as many good bug types as Gen 2 did. They're really, really amazing. And I would probably say... for bug type? Oh, this is really, really hard. Leafanny's just cool. Right? I love that thing. We've already picked Scolipede. I like Dwebble and its evolution. Joltik is very cute, but I've never used one. Volcarona's cool. I actually like Durant. I like the Steel Bug. Yeah, it's quad weak to fire, but it's got so many resistances being Steel Bug. Fighting is reduced. Psychic is reduced. Yeah, Dark is reduced. It's great to me. Really, really, really like it. Really like Durant. For rock type, Dwebble. Or, oh, for God's sake, hang on. Where are these idiots coming from? Banned by. I gotta check my settings again. Anyway, moving on. Ghost type. Okay, we already have Golurk, and I am picking Chandelure. Chandelure's real good. I would have picked it as a fire type, but I really like Tepig. I really think Tepig's cute, but Chandelure as a ghost type is excellent as well. Fantastic all-rounder. And I love its design, and its shiny is one of my favorites. Dragon. I'll be honest, the dragon types in Gen 5 really don't impress me that much, but I do absolutely love Haxorus for overall use. Definitely would be the one I pick over everything else. Just straight dragon. No other things, no flying, no fire, no ground, no whatever, just straight dragon. Sure, I'll take it. Ah, dark types. Definitely going with Crocodile. Badass Crocodile. Love it. And steel type, Bisharp. This one had a lot of good dual type dark types as well. So dark ground and dark steel, love it. Absolutely love it. I am definitely a dark trainer. Fairy, there's not much choice, but I will definitely go with Whimsicott because this thing is adorable. It goes, wah! My favorite starter? Oshawott. Oshawott, wow, 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 wow. Love Oshawott. Gimmick form. A lot of these are stupid things from the movies. So realistically, there's just the... Honestly, there's no choice. It's Gigantamax Garbodor. Why wouldn't it be? It's Gigantamax Garbodor. Favorite legendary of the millions of legendaries this game has? None of them. I don't like any of them. I don't like the fighting cell phone towers. I hate Tornadus and Landorus and all of those guys. I genuinely do. I do not like them. Reshiram and Zekrom are just boring. Kyurem is cool. Keldeo is annoying. Meloetta is neat. Genesect is... Genesect, it's a gimmick. And Victini is impossible. So we're gonna go with Kyurem because that's the only one I actually like. Because it's fucking dead. Favorite one out of Gen 5? Oh boy. You know what? I actually think if I was gonna use anything on a regular basis, because that's kind of what I'm basing on. Like, if I had to pick a team, what out of these ones would I pick if I could only pick one? And I think I would go... with none of them. Bye, Sharp. Knives for hands. Like, yeah, I like knives! I like sharp Pokemon! Oh. Okay. Now here we're going into territory that I don't know. I don't know shit about Gen 6 or Gen 7. So if I see something I don't know, I'm gonna ignore it. Normal types. For these purposes, I am ignoring the fact that they've included Mega Evolutions in this list because I don't want to include those. So, we're just going to be looking at other things. No Mega Evolutions are going to be in this row. Because I personally don't think that's fair. You know, out of all the normal types, honest to God, I like Diggersby. This thing's a beast! It's evil! Normal ground, but it's just like, it'll punch the shit out of you with its ears. I love that thing. So, Diggersby. Diggersby, actually. Fire. Litleos, the fire starters. I like Talonflame. I actually like Talonflame a lot. It's a really good Pokemon. Water. This is sad. Oh! Clauncher. Obviously. It's got a fucking gun. Love Clauncher. That one's really good. Ooh! Okay, the grass ones are pretty neat. If I had to pick one, Trevenant. Yeah. I like Trevenant. I like Trevenant as a ghost type and as a grass type, so that one's wicked cool. Electric types? We only have 3, and I'm not counting you. Heliolisk is pretty neat, but Den is awesome. Another Pikachu clone that is just really cute. Ice types? Auroras. Yep. Love that little thing. It's so bad. It's so bad. It is the worst ice type I've ever seen in my life because it has so many weaknesses. So many. And it's just gonna die if anyone breathes on it. But god damn it, it's pretty. Fighting type. We're ignoring all these, so it's Chestnut, the Pandas, and Hawlucha. I'm gonna go with Hawlucha. It's a luchador. My husband is obsessed with luchadors, and this is a luchador, and I love luchadors. I'm voting for the luchador for fighting. Ground type? Well, a poison type. Well, Dragoledge, because that's all you got. Lucha! Only 2 ground types, and we've already picked one, so... we're going for Zygarde, I guess. Okay. And... flying... really sucks. You can have a Pavilion if you want to. You can Pavilion your friends behind. I'm gonna go with, Noivern. I think it's cool flying type. Yeah, it's a dragon, but it's also flying type. Psychic. We've got our starter. Yeah, okay, I'm going for the one where it will cause the heat death of the universe if it opens its ears. All those memes of Esper were seriously some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. I love this little terrified thing. Bug. Gee. I got a lot of choice here for things that aren't fucking Mega Evolutions. We're not picking Mega Evolutions in this line. I already said that. I'm actually gonna go for one of my favorite Pavilion patterns. That would be... where are ya? There's Elegant. Icy Snow. Sandstorm is pretty cool. Oh, what's the one I'm thinking of? I think this one's Oceania, and it's got a really cool pattern up top. I love the way it's kind of divided in half like a rising sun. That sure is a tornado. Rock types. We're gonna go with Tyrant. He's a cutie pie. Ghost. I'm cool with Aegislash. Aegislash is badass. We used our Aegislash in Pokemon Infinite Fusion, right? That was Sharp Cheddar, and he was very good. Dragon. Oh honey, it's Goomy. I love Goodra, I love Sliggoo, but it's Goomy. He's just a tiny little bean. He's a slug. I love him. That is a Pokemon that I would squish all the time. Just give him a big squish. Yeah. Dark types. I love Pangoro. I think it's fucking cool. It's a Punch Panda. And Dark Fighting is a new type for that. So the Punch Panda is definitely one of my favorites. Steel type? I actually like Klefki. I know people give it a hard time, but I've used it in Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Sword Max Raids a lot, and it's quite good. It's a pair of keys, yeah, but it's a good pair of keys. Fairy type? Lots of fairy types. We're gonna go with... yeah, Sylveon. I like Sylveon. Sylveon's actually a decent Pokemon. If I hadn't picked Den for Electric, it would go here, but Sylveon is an excellent fairy type, especially with Pixelate. That's a good move. That's a good ability. I hate all these starters. I don't like a single one of them. Like, there's nothing cool about any of them. I don't like this one's gimmick. I don't like Greninja at all. And this is just Firefox. So I'm gonna go with Braixen because people like to make porn of it. And I like its stick. Gimmick form. All the Mega Evolutions. So now I'll pick a Mega Evolution. Let's see. Yep, exactly. If I had to pick a Mega Evolution out of all of these, let's say that one that wasn't Tyranitar, because I already have that one. And Abomasnow. I could pick Jim Bob Jones, because that one's actually pretty cool. Let's see. You know what? No. Houndoom. Because it's got a fucking skull on it. Look at this thing. It's even more evil than the original is. Original's over here. This thing's badass. This is definitely Satan's puppy. So yeah, Houndoom. Legendary? I know almost nothing about them. But I do really like Doggo Zygarde. Doggo Zygarde's kind of cool. I just like the look of it. It's interesting that it changes forms, but otherwise it just seems like a really annoying gimmick. So, out of all of them, I'll take Doggo Zygarde. Favorite one of this generation? Ugh. None of them? Can I say none? You know what? Goomy. He's just a little guy. He's just a cute little guy. Ah! Alright. Gen 7! Oh god, Alola. Okay. So, with regional variants, I will be counting those, because those are, to me, totally different Pokemon. Mega Evolutions are one thing, but regional variants are another. Favorite normal type? Stuffle. Fight me. I dare you. Fighting type? Fire type? Well, fighting type, it's Incineroar. Fucking love Incineroar. I love WrestleCat. Oh my god, he's so good. Water type? You know what? Water type? I'm actually gonna go with, Toxapex. Toxapex is, pretty good, actually. For a water type and a poison type, I really like it. Grass type. This one I know a lot more about because I actually have a shitload of Ultra Beasts from doing all the max raids in, Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sword. But my favorite grass type, I actually am gonna say Lurantis. I love this thing when it gets going. One, blades for hands, and two, when it has Contrary, Jesus! You're just gonna die. Contrary and Leaf Storm, woo! They need some sort of event pitting Incineroar versus Hawlucha. Ooh, that'd be good. Favorite electric type? It's Alolan Raichu. Fight me. Favorite ice type? I actually like Alolan Sandslash. Its defense is questionable, but blades for hands, and also spiky. Lash. Favorite fighting type? Beware. Fight me. Favorite poison type? Salazzle. No, it's not, actually. It's not. I'm gonna go with Alolan Muck. Muck is a great Pokemon when it's just pure poison. It's fantastic when it's poison dark, so really, really like that one. Ground type? Palossand. But actually, no, ground type? Alolan Dugtrio. Extremely fast, packs a massive punch, especially even though it has a steel type. Flying? Not really familiar with, yeah, and it's Hansen. I actually like Ghost Oricorio. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's got really cool moves. That one's definitely my favorite Oricorio variant. Psychic? Not much choice, but I absolutely adore Solageo. That thing is so cool. And as a psychic type, yeah, totally. I get it. Bug. Actually, I'm gonna say Arachnid. It's got a punch. It nibble. It go poke. I like it. Rock type? Not much choice. At least up here. But I will say... I actually kinda like... Trying to decide if I want to go for a Alolan Golem or Dawn or Dusk Lycanroc. I actually like Dusk Lycanroc. It's fast. It's got a good ability. And hearing of a fast rock type is very interesting to me. So, yeah, I actually have a shiny one. I have a shiny Dusk one that I don't even remember how I got it, but it's pretty cool. Okay, for ghost type, Palossand. 100% Palossand. This thing is amazing. I always wanted it, and I'm actually gonna make that one shiny because that's one of my favorite shinies. Black Sand, love it. Absolutely love that thing. Next, oh, I don't want to make that. Dragon type is gonna be Komodo. I think it's cool. I like its clanging scales. That's a really cool, neat thing. A sound-based Pokemon. It's fantastic to me. I really, really appreciate it. Dark type? We've already had, Wrestlecat and Fire, so I'm actually gonna go with Raticate. If you've played Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, they will let you trade for Cantonian alternates. All I did was get this Raticate, this Alolan Raticate, and it ate everybody. It killed everybody. Sabrina didn't even have a chance. It eats ghost types, it eats psychic types, and no one can do anything about it. It's mwah, chef's kiss. Raticate is actually a really, really good Pokemon. Steel type? I keep forgetting that fucking Miltank is actually considered Gen 7. That's really weird. Did the same with Muck, yeah. I like Togedemaru. One, I love saying the name Togedemaru. 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 And two, Pikachu clone. It's also very cute. Togedemaru. Togedemaru. Fairy type? This is where it's gonna be very interesting for me because a lot of these I just have from experience with, Pokemon Sword and the runs. And I actually like this little Leia. I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. I think I like it for the exact same reason as Blossom. It's a good healer. It does what it's supposed to. Comfy, thank you. It's the same reason I like Blossom, honestly. Cute little flowers, great at healing, great at support. Sleep makes me like it too. Yeah, I really actually like it in Shield, in Sword and Shield. So yeah, comfy. Starter, it's Incineroar. What do you want? Actually, you know what? Just for safety's sake, I put Litten. Litten is also extremely cute. Gimmick form. We have Gigantamax, Melmel. But we have, I wouldn't count the Alolans as gimmicks, honestly, so I'm not going to say any of these. I'm going to go with Gigantamax, Melmetal. And Legendary. So I just did the, Necrozma stuff, and fucking Necrozma Solageo is so cool! Really cool! I'm picking that. The Evil Lion? I love it. And my favorite, it's Alolan Raichu. I'm not even going. Well, actually, no. No. Basic Raichu is still my favorite. I'm actually gonna pick, WrestleCat. I love Incineroar. Like, I can't even explain to you how much I love this thing because, again, I'm a dark type trainer at heart. And that thing is a dark fire, which is awesome, and also Houndoom, right? But it's got physical attack instead of special attack. And yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. But now we're gonna get into the cool stuff, Gen 8 and Gen 9, which I know very well. Before I do that, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some water, because I've been talking a lot. And I want you guys to do the same, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. If you're watching the VOD, this will be instantaneous. Alright, so, Gen 8. Now, this is where I started getting back into Pokemon again, because Sword and Shield came out, and it was set in England, which is my home country, and it was the first Pokemon game that advertised being able to randomly run around and encounter things, so of course I was gonna go for it. And I also had a Switch. The other ones I didn't actually have like a DS or 3DS for, so I never got to play them. So first up, normal type, Gen 8. And it includes Arceus. That's gonna be a problem, because I'm gonna pick everything in Arceus. I'm hold off on that. I like Wooloo. Wooloo is friggin' adorable. What a cutie! What a cute thing! Like, that's good normal. That was a good normal type to start with. Fire type. Okay, again, there's Arceus stuff in here. But for fire type, I friggin' loved Cinderace. Like, I can't describe how happy I was to see a fire bunny, because if you go by Chinese Zodiac, I am actually a fire rabbit. That's my Chinese Zodiac, so I had to pick it, and I was not disappointed. This thing was wild. I love it. I love that it plays soccer. Football, I should say. It's just so cool. I love this thing. Water type. Lots of really, really good water types. And here's where I'm gonna start deviating. I'm gonna go with Basculegion. Basculegion is a beast. And it depends. I'm gonna go with Basculegion male. There's actually a difference. There's Basculegion male, and this one that's white is Basculegion female. Basculegion male is more physical attack, and Basculegion female is more special attack. It's kind of like Nidoking and Nidoqueen. So if you wanted a special attacker, you'd go for Basculegion female, but it doesn't really have the moves to support it. Basculegion male is just really, really cool. It had an interesting evolution method, and it's just an absolute beast of a machine. When it gets Wave Crash, it'll kill you in an instant. It's so good. I love Basculegion. Grass type. Absolutely adore the apple line. It makes me happy. I will definitely say the Rillaboom is cool too, but I love Flapple and Appleton. I'm actually gonna go with Flapple because Flapple makes me happy. Flapple was really cute. Electric type? Oh god, it's doing this to me. Boltun's amazing. Morpeko's awesome. Help me. No, we're not voting for Help Me. But I actually really like Toxtricity. That was a cool Pokemon. I love that it was a bass guitarist, and I love that the other one is an actual electric guitarist. Like, that's creative. This entire gen was about rock and roll and punk, which the punk scene was massive in the UK, right? That's really where it came to be. So including that stuff in there as kind of a regional history, I absolutely love that about this. For ice types, there is such an abundance of ice types. It is really nice. You have Snom, you have Glastrier, you have Miss Mime and Mr. Rhyme. For me, I would probably... I'm actually, honest to God, I'm not a fan of most of them. And I already picked Lapras Gigantamax for one of my favorite Gigantamax forms. I'm actually gonna say Ice Cube. And it sucks because it was a Shield exclusive, but... And I didn't actually really appreciate this one until Scarlet Violet. Because when I went to try and catch them, I found out that they have Mimikyu's kind of disguise ability, but when it's hailing, it comes back. So you could be mid-battle with this bastard, and it's hailing, and it grows its head back, so you have to hit it again. And then you can do damage. It's actually a worse disguise for trying to kill it. And I like that. I like that that's a thing. That's cool. That's a great gimmick. So, yeah, Ice Cube, actually really good ice type. Fighting types. Lots of good fighting types in this game. And I'm gonna have to go with Sneasler. Because I love Sneasler. If you've ever played Arceus, it's got a funny attitude. And it actually does a really good job at fighting. It's a great fight mixed attacker. Give it Drain Punch and watch all your cares fly away. It's really good. Poison type. Ooh. Overquill. You notice I'm going to be picking a lot of Pokemon from Arceus. Overquill is another one that is literally the bomb. This thing is hilarious to use and to see in battle. It's just a floating... You thought the other one was a landmine? This is a landmine. Overquill is one of my favorite. Love it. Absolutely love it. Ground type. Ursaluna. I know. I know. More Arceus. You have no idea how much I love Pokemon Legends Arceus. The fact that so many Gen 2 Pokemon in that game got so much love, is what warmed my heart in that. And same with Gen 9. So yeah, Ursaluna is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. I have so many. Flying. For flying types, I think I'm actually gonna put, Corviknight here. It's an excellent bird. A Flying Steel, you know I already love Skarmory, so give me Flying Steel any day. I'm actually gonna make an exception here, and I'm gonna use the Gigantamax form. Gigantamax form Corviknight reminds me again of totems. And having grown up here and seen so many totems and the meaning of them, it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, Gigantamax Corviknight is actually probably my favorite Gigantamax form as well. So I'm putting Gigantamax Corviknight there. Psychic types. Lots of really good psychic types as well. And we're going for weird here. Again, Stantler got an evolution, and it's finally psychic? This thing killed everything I could in Scarlet Violet when I actually used it. It was great. I loved it. It made me so happy. Bug type? Centiskorch. Centiskorch is fantastic. A fire bug that is fast and has excellent physical fire moves. So Leech Life and Fire Lash on this thing, it will just come for you and it won't stop coming and it don't stop coming. Absolutely love Centiskorch. I think I like it for the same reason I like Scoliopeed. It looks like a horse. Rock type. I would normally say Arcanine. Alolan Arcanine. Hisuian Arcanine. I do actually like Colossal. Its Steam Engine is a really good ability that kind of works like water compaction, except it ups your speed. Instead of your defense. And it's got really, really good defenses and attacks. It's a great Pokemon. Ghost type. This is a hard one. Lots of incredible ghost types, and we're gonna go with Typhlosion because, oh my god. Stoner! Stoner Typhlosion is so good. Infernal Parade is an amazing move. Love it. Absolutely love it. Colossal is really amazing, yeah. Dragon type. There's so many good ones here. Duraludon. Is it Duraludon? Yeah. What a cool Pokemon, and I love it the fact it turns into a building. That's hilarious to me in Gigantamax. Dragacloak is really good, but I would always use this one. And dark types. Excellent dark types in this game as well. It's Hisuian Samurott. Its move, where it hits you and then scatters spikes, is evil. And I love it. I love this thing so much. Steel type? Hisuian Sligo. Goodra, I should say. I love Berserker, but I also love this insane Steel Snail Dragon. Again, murder. Fairy type. Favorite fairy type has got to be Hisuian Weezing. It's so good. It's so good. Like, it's fantastic at being a fairy type. It's fantastic at being a poison type. It's just an overall excellent Pokemon with great special attack and can give you such a variety of moves that you can basically take it to any battle and win. Any battle. Doesn't matter. I think it can have Levitate, and if it can, you definitely want that, but Misty Terrain's good too. Favorite starter? Definitely... Oh, you bastards can't do this to me. Definitely, the bunny. Favorite gimmick form? For gimmick forms, I'm not including Hisuian Pokemon simply because that is a totally different game. Hi, Green Day. We're rating. So I'm not including Hisuian forms simply because of that. I'm not including regional variants because, I don't know. Well, maybe I should. Let's see. Gimmick form. Gimmick. I would say a Gigantamax is more of a gimmick than anything else. So my favorite Gigantamax form that isn't, Lapras. It's a tie between, Sandaconda and Sandascorch. And I think I'm gonna go with Sandascorch because it turns into a radiator. And I love that about that. I don't know why. It's so quintessentially English that I can't even try to explain why. I love this thing so much. The Sniper Tower is good too, but I definitely love Sandascorch. Favorite legendary? Calyrex was fun, and Calyrex was funny. I did like Calyrex. But I will go with, Zacian. Because it was really cool. And the fact that she's basically a Norse goddess, I love it. I love it so much. Favorite one from Gen 8 is really effing hard! Oh, this is hard. This is hard. This is actually extremely hard. Because I love them all. But whenever I think of something that I want to use over and over again and I just want to be my best friend, it's Hisuian Typhlosion. I love Hisuian Typhlosion so much. Oh my god. Alright, Gen 9, and then we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty of the best of every type. So, Gen 9, which I think is one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played in my entire life. My favorite is 100% gonna be fucking, the Dunsparce. This thing's insane. It's so good. What a dumb Pokemon. It's the best thing that ever happened to everything. Fire type. Fueco, ooh. Fire type, fire type, fire type. Tough. I'm gonna go with Skeledirge because it's a fire crocodile and I love him. Water type? Favorite water type? Actually, I'm gonna surprise everyone, I think. I'm going with Water Tauros. Because, as much as I love Palafin, its gimmick makes it a little hard to use sometimes. Whereas Tauros, water form, is amazing. It's got incredibly good attack. It's got Wave Crash, just like Hisuian Basket Legion does. And its tail is a propeller. Ever since Gen 1, fighting water types have been incredible. They're powerful, they've got good defenses, they've got good attacks, and they've got good resistances. So Water Tauros actually is my favorite water type in that entire generation. Hands down. Grass type? I wouldn't have said this until after I used one, but Meowscarada. Again, Dark type and Grass type with an amazing ability that crits every single time. And she's just beautiful. Yeah, beautiful kitty. Absolutely love her. Electric type? Kilowattrel. I never used one, but I watched Sasquatch use Kilowattrel, And this thing's actually a freaking beast, dude. Like, if you get the right ability on Kilowattrel, the one that activates its stuff when it hits wind, you give it Tailwind. Not only do you increase your speed, you increase your special attack again. So, it's insane. Give it that and then give it Electro Ball. It's one of the strongest electric types. And it's something that didn't really occur to me when I first played the game, but Kilowattrel's really good. Really good. So if you haven't even tried one, I recommend you do. It's really good. Ice type, hands down, Iron Bundle. It was Glass Cannon, yeah. Iron Bundle. What can I say about this thing that hasn't already been said? I love Iron Bundle. Not only is it a deli bird, when it faints, its head pops off like a Knock'em Sock'em robot. And it actually has incredibly good special attack. It's great. It's actually a good Pokemon. It's an ice water type. Please use it. I love Iron Bundle. It's the most wackadoo Pokemon I've ever seen. I love Iron Bundle so much. Fighting type. Lots of fighting types in this game. It's Annihilate. Well, actually, no, it's not Annihilate. My favorite fighting type is Iron Valiant. It's actually a mixed attacker, so if you want to use special fighting type moves or physical fighting type moves, you can do that. It's a great Pokemon. It's a beast. I absolutely love it. Poison. Clodsire. Non-binary badass. Yeah. Clodsire. Because for ground, it's Ursaluna special. This Ursaluna is a special attacking Ursaluna. And it's that one-of-a-kind thing that you can only get through the DLC. Yeah, the Moon one. When I encountered this for the first time, I started screaming. Because the music from Arceus started kicking in. And then it came out of the mist, and I was just fucking shaking. I was screaming. I was so happy. It was like one of the best reveals in Pokemon that I thought I was just shook. I was so shook. I couldn't even. So yeah, that goes on the ground type, and I don't really have another poison type that I like, so I will put Clodsire. Clodsire is very good too. Flying didn't have much, but I will put Flamigo for that because flying fighting is kind of funky. Psychic. My favorite Psychic Pokemon is Fergarath. What do you want? I told you I love Gen 2. Alright. Bug types. There weren't really many good ones, but I will put Low-Kicks down because that, out of all of them, I feel like I like Low-Kicks most. Again, Bug Dark. It's a dark type. I love dark types. Rock types. Garganackle. It's a Salt Pillar! It's got a really good ability, and it's got a really good move. And I like the little Minecraft Salt. Yeah, he's great. Ghost type. Definitely Cerulege. 1, knives for hands! I can't stress this enough! Knives for hands! And 2, just badass. I fucking love this thing. I kind of got sad because when I found Cerulege, it was a better version of Skeledirge. So I stopped using Skeledirge, and that's when I actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm changing my fire type. I'm gonna change it to Iron Moth. Some people really like, what's it called? Volcarona. I think Iron Moth is better than Volcarona. It has ridiculous special attack, it learns Fiery Dance, but it also learns all these poison moves which can cripple other Pokemon. So a poison fire that is better than Salazzle is worth its weight in gold. And people can complain about the names all they want, I don't care. I like Iron Moth. I named it Inagata Davida. So I'm actually gonna change that one to Iron Moth. Dragon type, it's get out of here. It's Koraidon. It's Koraidon. It's always gonna be Koraidon. Koraidon is the best dragon type in this game. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. It's Koraidon. Anyway. Favorite dark type that isn't Meowscarada? Mabosstiff. King Gambit is neat. I like King Gambit. But Mabosstiff is just Mabosstiff, and you know why. You know why if you played the game. Steel type. Oh, man. I am actually gonna go with Archaludon. I wasn't sure about Archaludon when I started playing the DLC, but I really warmed up to it very quickly because holy crap, it's a rail gun and it's a bridge. How is that not cool? I loved it. I loved Duraludon. I am so in love with Archaludon. It's not even funny. I love Archaludon. I would have gone Tinkaton, but I think I'm actually going to do that for Fairy. Oh, yeah. I love Duckbund, but I use Tinkaton way more. Tinkaton is hilarious. Favorite starter? So this is where I'll put Fuecoco. Because when I first saw the starters for this game, this little idiot made me so happy. And in fact, I'm actually going to change my starter in Gen 2 to Totodile because I have so much art of Totodile and Fuecoco playing that it's so good. I love it. It's the best thing ever. Two idiot crocodiles. Like, it's so cute. I love it. You can take your Quaxley and go away. Gimmick form. There really aren't gimmick forms per se. This is Convergent Evolution, so I don't count these. These are separate Pokemon. I really do like the the glass turtle that is just insane. That thing is cool. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, these aren't gimmick forms. These are original Pokemon. Favorite legendary? You know, I will actually say Ogerpon. I can't consider Koraidon a legendary because he's with you the whole game. And there are two of them. Two a legendary does not make. So, I don't count that as a legendary per se. Just for this reason. So I'm gonna go with Ogerpon. And my favorite oh god, this is hard. I love them all equally. But if I had to pick a favorite, it's Koraidon. I can't express how much love I have for this stupid dog thing. Yeah, Tire Goiter. I love him! This Pokemon's personality throughout the entire game is why I love this game. It is a puppy. It wants to impress you. Even though it thinks it's kind of being aloof. The second you give it a sandwich, you're its best friend. That's what dogs do, right? I love the way it licks people's faces. I love the way it shrinks down when it gets yelled at. I love the way it expresses itself, like its own character. And I didn't get that with Miraidon. And that's probably because it was a robot. All those scenes where you see, like, Koraidon licking, like, Penny's face, it's actually using its tongue, but you don't see that in Miraidon, and it loses personality because of that. It should have had, like, a digital tongue, right? Like a holographic one or something. And that would have made it more personable to me. This thing is just a big dumb puppy, and I love him. One of my favorite legendaries of all time. Love Koraidon. We're about to wrap up. We are going now through all the favorites of each generation, starting with normal. Favorite normal Pokemon of all? Snorlax. I have so much Snorlax stuff, guys. You have no idea. I love that big fat bugger. Favorite fire Pokemon of all time? Oh, that's hard. Have to choose between Houndoom and Incineroar, and they're both dark fire types. As much as I love Incineroar, I have too much love for Houndoom. I love Houndoom. Water type? This one's easy. It's for Alligator. Yeah, the tongue thing bothers me. When you see them side by side, it just bothers me, because it's like, you could have animated a little bit more life into it. And when you see it trying to lick, what's she reacting to? You know, she's not really reacting to something. Nothing is happening. Nothing's touching her. But when you see Koraidon licking Penny, then you can imagine she's being slobbered on by a big dragon puppy. It makes sense. So yeah, that's what bothered me. And I don't know if I'm the only one out there who thinks that, because sometimes it seems like that's the way. Like, but that's why I don't like Miraidon. That's why I don't like Violet more than I like Scarlet. And also, Scarlet has sexy Ungo Bungo mommy, so go away. Favorite grass type? It's Meowscarada. It has to be Meowscarada now. I love Meowscarada. It's Raichu. It's not even talking about it. Favorite ice type? This one got a little hard for me with Iron Bundle, but it's always going to be Lapras because I have such love for Lapras in my life. Favorite fighting type? I know I should pick Beware, but I'm not going to. Because honestly, I don't actually like using Beware. So I'm actually going to go with Sneasler. It actually is one of my favorite fighting types. I love its character, I love its design, I love everything about it. Sneasler is gorgeous. Favorite poison type? Ooh, this one's actually kind of tough. I might go for the OG. Crobat is kind of cool, but if I was gonna use, I would use anything else, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Overquill. It's dark poison, and I love dark poison. I know Skuntank's excellent, but Overquill is even better. Favorite ground type? It's Ursaluna. Hands down, it's Ursaluna. Flying type? Yeah, that's gonna be, what's its face? God damn it, Corviknight. Favorite psychic type? Weirdeer. I love Farigiraf, but I love Weirdeer more. It's hard to choose between two Gen 2 Pokemon. Favorite bug type? Easy, Scizor. Easy. Hands down, it's Scizor. You're gonna see so much Gen 2 love here. Rock type. Favorite rock type. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna probably surprise everybody. It's Crustle. It's a good rock type. I've had, with Shell Smash, this thing is impossible to, like, you better have something that can kill it, because otherwise it's gonna kill you real quick. I was using Shell Smash actually on my Magcargo during Pokemon Infinite Fusion, and that came in handy. Woo! So good. Favorite ghost type? Oh, Hisuian Typhlosion. Love that baby! Dragon. If I could use it in every single game, Koraidon. Favorite dark type. Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, missing, no. No, it's T-Tar. Favorite steel type? Oh, this one's actually much harder than I thought. I don't care about Magnemite. Klefki, not as much as everyone else. Bisharp, not much as everyone else. Togedemaru, not as much as everyone else. And Aggron, not as much. So it's really Skarmory, Magnezone, Goodra, and Archaludon. Yeah, what am I saying? Bird. Skarmory. Fairy type. It's a tie between the bitch with the hammer and the smokestacks. Bitch with the hammer, 'cause she's fucking hilarious. Can you tell I like steel types? Favorite starter? Of all time? Totodile. Favorite gimmick form? This was actually kind of hard. When I think of one that makes my heart swell, it's Lapras. It makes my heart swell with happiness whenever I see Gigantamax Lapras. It just does. Mega Tyranitar, Mega Houndoom are really cool and all, but if I was thinking something that makes me joyful, it's Lapras. It's 100% Lapras. Favorite legendary? Ooh, none of them, actually. I don't really care. Ogerpon. I wouldn't have said that before meeting the little bastard, but he's actually quite cool. I'm not really one for legendaries, if I'm honest. I like collecting them, I don't like using them, but I love using Ogerpon. And I named my Ogerpon Shillelagh, because it would hit you with a stick. So it would hit you with its Shillelagh. And I loved that. As soon as I named mine Shillelagh, I fell in love. So yeah, Shillelagh the Ogerpon. And now, for the top Pokemon of all time, it's Raichu. Why are you even here? It's Raichu. It's gonna be Raichu. It's the only one I have tattooed on me. It's Raichu. It's always going to be Raichu. No, seriously. This is a fantastic team, right? I love every single one of these bastards. I love how many dark types I have. I love how many Gen 2 I have. That either have their origins in Gen 2 or are Gen 2. That's me in a nutshell. Gen 2 and dark. And you can set your watch to that. But I will never love anything as much as I love that yellow rat. Or that orange rat, I should say. That's how much I love Raichu. Okay, we only have a couple left, and then we will be rating Geop, who's going to be starting his houses soon. We have different categories here that we can fill out. So I'm not going to... with a team. Raichu. Let's see. Raichu, if I fill out a team, it's going to be Raichu, it's going to be Torterra, it's going to be Feraligatr, it's going to be, ooh, I'm going to pick Typhlosion, for that special attack. Then I'm going to have, let's see, then I'm going to have... Ursaluna, and finish it off with Scizor. That's my dream team. Raichu, Torterra, Feraligatr, Typhlosion, Hisuian form, Ursaluna, and Scizor. So you've got Electric, grass ground. Oh, actually, I've got 2 ground types. That is a problem. Shit. We'll put Skarmory in instead. Okay. So, Torterra for grass ground. For alligator for water. Hisuian Typhlosion for ghost fire. Oh, I've got 2 steel types. Damn it! I hate having crossovers, so you know what? We're putting Koraidon in. Skarmory for steel flying, and Koraidon for fighting dragon. I think that covers a lot of my bases. So that's my dream team. Favorite regional bird? I'm gonna go with the chickadee. Rookidee, because I like it. Regional mammal. Bidoof. I could have done T-Tar. In fact, why didn't I? Thank you for pointing that out. Now I'm embarrassed. There we go. Fuck it, it's just fucking Gen 2. Ah! The only one is Torterra. You know what? Screw it, actually. I'll take Raichu out. I'll put Ampharos in. And for my Gen 2... well, yeah, we'll put Ursaluna in. There we go. We found the Gen 2 dream team. Hilarious. Amazing. I love it. Alright. Favorite regional bug. I actually have to say I really like the OG. OG Caterpie. Favorite pseudo legend, it's T-Tar. Favorite Pikachu clone, it's fucking Raichu. Favorite evolution. I actually like Espeon. Favorite fossil? The fucking abominations from Gen 8 are literally the best. Oh, you know what? That actually does bring up a good point. Gen 9 is the first one to not have new fossil Pokemon. I never realized that. So we're going for Dragovish. Favorite regional form. I'm gonna actually try and pick something different here, and I'm gonna go with Galarian Zapdos because that thing is amazing. Favorite Gigantamax? Let's pick one that I haven't picked. Snorlax. Favorite baby? I actually quite like Pichu. Pichu is adorable then, it's adorable now. Box Legendary? Favorite box Legendary? Koraidon. I guess so, yeah. No fossils because they use paradoxes instead. That makes total sense. They're living fossils. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. Favorite mythical? Shaman. I like Shaman. I think Shaman's adorable. Favorite Ultra Beast? Okay, I actually love Buzzwole. Even though he's a son of a bitch. I love Buzzwole. Favorite Paradox? Oh, don't do this to me! I'm gonna go with Walking Weight, because I love that they gave the Gen 2s into friggin'... They used Gen 2 for the past and Gen 5 for the future, and I love that. Favorite type? I gotta go with Dark. Even though my favorite is an Electric, my favorite actual type is Dark. I love Dark everything. Favorite Pokeball? Moonball. I think. Like, favorite design ball? I'm gonna go with Moonball, actually. I think it's very cute. And it's totally effing useless. It's so useless. It's the most useless ball that ever was. Favorite Spinda? Okay, cool. Favorite Pavilion? Let's go for Elegant. Favorite Alcremie? The big fucking cake. Favorite new Evo? Oh, why are you doing this to me? Let's see. You know what? My genuine favorite Evo? It's the Dunsparce. And the reason why it's the Dunsparce is because people got real mad that Game Freak successfully trolled them. It's the biggest troll I've ever seen in a video game, and I'm here for it. You want an evolution to Dunsparce? Alright. Here's 2 Dunsparce stuck together. That'll be $500. It's beautiful. Everything about it is hilarious, and this stupid Pokemon is why I love Gen 9 so much. You gave me an evolution for a Gen 2 Pokemon that everyone laughs at, and you made it funnier, while also at the same time making it actually good? Yeah! It's hilarious to me, and the fact that people get mad about it is even funnier to me. Because you can't accept the fact that you got trolled by Game Freak. They trolled you! And they won! They won, motherfuckers! They won! So there you have it. We have our rating system of every Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 9 and a couple in between. And that's how we're going to end today's stream. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing or following my channel. Please pop in the chat as well, because I love having people to talk to when we're doing things like this. And if you like tier lists, let me know. I'll see if there's other ones that I can do, because this was actually a lot of fun. But until then, we'll see you guys around. Ta-ta for now. Bye! Ow! Jesus!